Cowboys Podcast, episode 2. We've been fucking sitting here for how long? Almost an hour. Almost an hour just trying to start it, trying to think of shit to say, and then we're kind of just like, fuck it, let's start recording. How was your guys' day, bro?
Tired. Tired.
It's cool. Talked to the boy Alan today, you know. He told us how much we're getting, me and you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You gotta tell me after.
I gotta tell you that after.
This AB conversation. See your way out, baby.
Alright, but before we start recording, we were talking about like those weird ass lights.
Yeah, those lights.
You know what's crazy? I was chilling in my room, and my mom came in, and she was like, oh, fuimos a caminar y estamos viniendo para atrás, and y miramos las luces, son los extraterrestres.
She was like, ah!
¡Vamos, perros!
Kicks the door down. Your bedroom door.
But I seen that shit and I was like, nah, bro, there's no way. Like I seen it on Instagram, and it was like in LA. It was like other places too, like in New York and shit. And I was like, nah, bro, there's no way. Like this shit's already happening. Like I didn't even get to go to Rolling Loud, bro. They can't come yet. Like they gotta push it back a little bit. But then I seen on Twitter that it was just Elon. It was just fucking Elon doing Elon shit.
He was playing with this machine thingies.
He's got like a little computer on his desk, and he's like, oh, how can I fuck with everyone else today?
And his phone, he's like bored.
You have Dogecoin?
Coin? Yeah, bro. Don't talk about it right now.
You invest like that and shit like that, like in crypto?
Yeah.
In crypto?
Oh, at first, I told him about Bitcoin. I was like, fuck, I'm just put like 200 in it. And he's like, bro, don't do it, bro. After I did it, like 2 days after, that shit dipped hella hard, bro.
What?
Messiah.
Just put 200 in. And then Dogecoin, I bought it at... My dad told me to put it because I was like, whatever.
Money?
I was like, whatever. He was like, instead of giving me rent, put that money into Dogecoin. I was like,
instead of giving me rent, put the money in a Dogecoin?
Yeah, I was like, fuck it. Then like 2 days later, bro, that shit jumped up. I made $500 like in 2 days at that.
Imagine your fucking landlord saying that shit.
It's good, bro. I got you covered this month. It's good.
Goes to the moon.
But nah, bro. The amount of money I put in there, that shit hits $1, bro.
Hey, we're going to steal them all.
We are going to steal the moon.
Jordan, like he knows more about Jordan than you guys, but he put like $300 in when it was at 8 cents, and if it hits $1, bro, then he'll make fucking like $12,000.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if it hits $1.
How much did you put in?
He put $300 in when it was at 8 cents.
How old is your brother?
No,
Jordan. Remember the light skin one?
Not his brother. The guy we played COD with.
The one that's on my team. Yes. Remember when I was on FaceTime and you answered it?
The one that was talking about like a party in your asshole?
No, that's the Tongan one. That's the Tongan one. He was like, that's what your grandma did. Not him.
Well, I don't know, but...
He was on FaceTime the other day when you called me. You're like, oh, what's good, bro? He's like, what's good, brother? What you doing?
Oh,
you guys knew each other.
I thought he was the other dude that you just mentioned.
Nah, he did.
He got so many friends.
Popular.
Yeah.
I've seen people posting that shit though. Like, hello, people are posting like this one dude today on my Snap. He posted that off of like shit like that, he was making like $42K.
Yeah, people like invest in that shit like as a job now. Like that shit's crazy. Like day trading, like what I did with GameStop. Like I just did it one time. I put 500 in, I got 1,300 out in 2 days.
I would do that shit, but like
it's like
they
a
make
gamble
you deposit
basically.
more. Like I thought like the other day I was watching I was just on YouTube like just watching a bunch of random ass videos, and I was watching like the Steve will do it videos about like where he goes like on the gambling website. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like the robot one. You put in like a
yeah.
Let's say you put in like a $5 bet, and then the thing, it's like a little slope and it goes up until it hits like a certain number. So if you put like $5 and then you put 1.5, if it reaches 1.5, you get, what was it, you get back $7.50 because it's multiplying your shit by 1.5 of whatever you put in. So if you put in $5 and then you set it to reach like you put it to like 20, it'll multiply the fucking $5 by 20 times, bro.
That's what
what'd you say?
Jordan was telling me about like options and shit. I never knew about, like I've always heard about it, but like basically is like, I don't know if I'm right, but this is what I kind of heard out of it. He told me that like options, you put this amount of money in, and you say that like Tesla will hit $700 by this day, and if it hits that, like you can like 10 times your money, like hella money off that shit. And if it goes down though, that's how you lose money. Like you just gotta be correct about it.
And that's just betting.
Basically, like options. That's why I don't like really fuck with options. 'Cause I don't know about all that. That's why I just invest it and leave it there, and then I'm gonna take it out in a couple of years.
I mean, it'd be nice to have the luxury to do that shit, but I got too many bills to pay.
I just been putting like $50 every check,
Yes.
and it just added up to like 3,000 now.
I mean, but I'm talking about like online slots though. Like on online
Like
slots.
what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Because like online slots lately, they've been like hella popular, especially on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
People have been going on there and they win like they'll put in like a $2 bet, and I seen someone won like $17K off a $2 bet. Well, it's not even really a bet; it's just like a game of chance.
So
Like it's like buying a fucking
basically?
lottery ticket. It's like buying a fucking lottery ticket. Yeah, it's gambling in slots. Kind of, I guess.
That shit they do with like basketball with like the games. When they put like hella games and like if they get them all right, then they get hella money.
All the March Madness.
No.
The same thing we
It's
do with
regular
the with the Liga MX. What's that shit called? They used to do that shit all the time back in the day.
Oh yeah, I
you
used to
talking
do that
about
shit too.
games?
What's that shit
Huh?
called?
NBA. What are you talking about?
It's like you'll put like like this team gonna win
Like
this
brackets
week.
and stuff.
No,
What are you talking
about? No, like
during like
games.
season.
Like an actual game. They like set up the games of like the
Oh,
teams that are
like
gonna
you
play that
choose,
week.
and then you
yeah.
put like
You're gonna
what
say
game,
if it's
who's
gonna
win.
if it's gonna tie or fucking.
I used to do
who's
that.
gonna
I used to
win.
do it with my dad when I was in middle school. It was $10 a paper. It was like a week every week of
Yeah.
like the football. Yeah, It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
$100
it's
for
like
it to win
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like fantasy football kind of. It's
No
almost
way.
the same.
Nah, it's more like
Because no, I'm talking about like not like having to do with players, but like for fantasy football, you pick players and based on how you think you're gonna do, you set up the play like your lineup and everything, and then like you go head to head against another person and shit like that.
No, like that. You're basically just like predicting who's gonna win and who's gonna lose. That's pretty much it.
Like what they do it for March Madness.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, if you predict that shit,
What is
right?
that shit
Like,
called, bro? I can't. I don't remember
I forgot what
the
it's
fucking
called.
name.
what is it on?
hella people do it. I've
Hell,
seen
people
them,
do it. Like they could do it themselves. They say
It's a
like
physical piece of paper.
No.
Oh,
They
that's
do
what
it on
back
apps.
then-
Back then, but now they do it like on apps.
Yeah,
That's just probably like on DraftKings and stuff like that.
my
Huh.
cousin used to do that shit.
You can make hella bucks off DraftKings if you know like at least like a little bit about whatever sport they're doing that week. You can make hella money off that shit. I remember in like sophomore year of high school, me and this other kid that I knew, he put in like $20, and we were already doing fantasy football, so he set the same lineup that he did for like fantasy football, but it was like against a bunch of random ass people, and it was like a $20 bet, and he won like $300, bro. And he didn't even come in first. He came in like third place, but he still won like $300 off his $20. That shit's the future. Cause like right now you can't even like go to. I mean, we don't have any Native American casinos around us. We just have like the regular ones that are like the table games and shit like that. I'm trying to go to like a Native American one, cause that's what it's at.
But I mean, that's how you lose hella money too, bro. If you don't know how to control like when to stop playing,
What do you mean?
you fuck around and lose all your money on the one fucking
Yeah,
slot.
like say you hit like double on something, you're like fuck it, I'm feeling lucky, I'll do it again. You lose all
Well,
your
that's
shit.
how it works. So if you hit the jackpot the jackpot on a slot, you can double it.
I mean, I don't know.
I thought you just win. I thought you just. Like,
I never
Are you
been
talking
there,
about
bro.
like slots or like?
I'm talking about just like
Oh.
slots, like the games, the little fucking.
I
I
mean,
don't know,
even
I don't know
then,
the slot
even
works.
then you hit
Even
double,
then.
you get
You're in
that
a
money.
slot, you go to the table,
and you
fucking
keep
bet
one
everything.
But that's what I'm saying.
Everything
bro.
on Black 42.
If you don't know how to control like once you're winning and be like, all right, you
You
know,
fucking lose.
tap
Y'all
out.
take Honda Accords.
You lose that too.
Honda Accord on Black 42. Black 42 to the moon.
But tripping.
But that's how they do people at the fucking Native American casinos.
Yeah.
They'll take anything as a bet, bro.
They'll get you
That's
fucked
like a
up too.
that's like a pawn shop. It's like a fucking pawn shop, bro.
You take Novos?
I'll pawn my fucking clothes before I pawn my notebook. That
Your
ass.
car before too, huh?
Oh, man, I tripped out the whip. I'll make everything back, fool. Get a new one.
You gotta double the whip.
They give you another one back, you win. They give you another Honda Accord instead of cashing you out.
There's another guy with a hella
Go
money that
find one
lost
in
his
the
car.
lot. Go find one in the lot. Huh?
There's a guy like hella mad in the corner that he lost his car and you won
They
that.
fucking give you his key and shit. Bruh. Oh my god. Low key, I feel like if I could learn how to like play those table games, I'd be pretty good at it.
Bro,
GTA.
blackjack is 21. How do you not know how to play 21?
Every time we play, I forget, bro. Like after we're done, it's just like a empty trash can. Just empty the trash, bro.
If we ever play, he's never been in the fucking circle with us.
That's dice.
Anything.
No, that's dice. He's
Talking about anything.
he's not that good at 21.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
You're alright.
21?
At 21,
Yeah.
it's not like you won every game, bro. For dice, you'll be cleaning motherfuckers out. But for
He's gonna be at the
21,
corner of the casino.
21, the odds are
21.
more in other people's favor, bro.
Give me the drink!
Don't they have dice at casinos too?
That's
It's like a different version though, no?
I don't know. I don't know if it's the same
Casinos
thing.
in the
Because they
hood.
have like a whole ass table, right?
Yeah,
they have like a whole ass
yeah.
table. I think it is the same, but you're just playing against the dealer.
I don't know.
He's every time. He's oh, you think you're good, huh? He's how about this?
Those trick dice I always land on.
Sevens and
Give me another
shit.
truly, bro.
Truly or
Por favor. A truly, bro. A cold one, bro.
shut up, bro. Fuck, bro. Let's go to Casino Miami.
Uncle Ruckus.
I'd be down. I'm trying to go crazy while we're over there.
Let's go to
It's
the
not like
strip
I have
club.
another fucking. I have $370 laying around for another fucking plane ticket
Fuck it.
that I'm willing to spend.
Let's go to a strip club.
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
You need help, bro?
It's good, bro. I got it.
I want to see a get a lap dance.
You trying to give it to me or what?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look back down. It's gonna be fucking Justin.
David.
The skull and bones.
Bro, I'm gonna get big, bro.
Daniel's gonna get big, bro. Don't sleep on him.
You're fucking talking shit about him first. What the fuck?
No, was it? You kept it
I
going.
already said it, bro.
I'm telling him.
You're gonna bite your tongue next time you do that shit.
What?
That,
I have gum in my mouth, that's why. My tongue's in the way.
Bro, I was-
That's just
The
flapping.
I was at work earlier and I was listening to like some podcast on YouTube. It was like the No Jumper one. He dropped like one with like two other YouTubers today, and they were talking about like the singularity. You know what the singularity is? You know what it is? Or what's
No.
It's like the theory that that since we've like our technology has advanced so much that eventually artificial intelligence and then like super artificial intelligence is gonna like it'll eventually become self-aware, and then it'll decide that like humans aren't like humans are the cause of the world, because like when they make an AI, they teach it to always like improve and to always improve itself pretty much, and always like I don't want to say upgrades but shit like that. And like the singularity is like the theory that if one of them becomes self-aware, it's gonna realize that humans are like the what's wrong with the earth, and it's gonna wipe everything out.
So like, what is this? iRobot.
iRobot.
Something like that. No, cause like when
Shit, I wouldn't blame him.
they do have the AIs, but
I'd
like
be long gone by then.
Dead ass.
no. It's not even like decades away,
He's
bro.
on
They're
shit.
talking about it being like in the next 10 years, because shit's gotten that advanced. Because right now that
Shit, that's what we're talking about.
Listen,
So,
listen,
so
listen.
who's to blame?
the 27 Club or the 20, what was it?
27.
Elon?
No. But they were like
Elon?
saying that like right now, all the AIs like that are like kept in like secret ass like government bunkers or like rooms that are like they're like so secure that a fucking fly couldn't even get in it. But like one of the rules that they were explaining was like when you go like there's no phones allowed in the room, right? There's no phones. All it takes is one dumbass person to go in the room and have their phone on them, and then somehow the AI figures out how to
Communicate and shit,
communicate. No,
basically?
not
Yeah.
even communicate. How to like transfer itself into the phone or just get a hold of like the signal, and then it's like on everything because then it's on the internet, and once it's on the internet, there's no stopping it. That's literally all it takes. One dumbass to take their phone into one of those rooms like that, and it's done.
Decepticons.
The Decepticons. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like shit like that. Like, and then they were talking about like how that kind of ties into like us being in a simulation. Do you believe that shit?
Like the Hawks staying in one place.
Huh?
They're just stuck.
What are you talking about?
The Hawks. Have you never seen Hawks fly? And they're like just fucking stuck in the air. You never seen that shit?
I think I've seen a video.
People be saying, recording and like, oh, but that's why we're in a simulation and shit.
Oh, you mean like when they have like their wings out and they're just like...
Yeah, they're just fucking
They're
stuck
not
in the
moving.
air.
They're just
they're not moving,
there.
they're just
And they have
flying.
there's a video like that too, with, like planes
A
and
plane,
shit.
I seen
Yeah,
that
just stuck in
shit.
the sky. Like you see the clouds moving and everything, the plane just fucking stuck there.
So the jets are facing that way, bro. So it's just there.
I don't know.
There's hella shit people be saying, and I'm like,
They
what the
switched
fuck?
to
The pilot press pause or what?
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, like compared to... Like how you were saying that on June... What did you say, June 4th? The
4th to 5th,
They're
whatever
supposed
it
to
is.
release everything that they have on like aliens and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like compared to other like
Well, that
solar
shit-
systems and other planets, like when you think about it, like our planet's like mediocre, bro. Like literally,
I'm here.
we barely figured out how to fucking. Elon's barely figured out how to make the what is it called, the Roadrunner or the Tesla, the one that's supposed to be hella fast, the Roadster.
Uh-huh.
Like
What
that.
about it?
That's like when that shit comes out. That's gonna be the peak of human engineering. A fucking car, and like out in the solar system, there's probably fucking aliens that know how to make like a fucking planet out of thin air,
A
bro.
Ferrari?
A Ferrari.
A Ferrari.
Shit.
Dude, what are they
Little
posting
Mayo?
Ferraris?
Little Mayo?
Pull up in Ferrari.
They're like, we're here.
Bruh.
They're like, oh, we're trying to pull up in something that's most appealing to the humans, so they want to get fucking all
Recognized?
terrified and shit. They pull up in the baby mobile.
Let's
go.
That's the only thing they say.
This is in your language?
Oh shit.
How advanced do you think they are, though? Like, I'm pretty sure it's not
Advanced
only...
enough not to want to fuck with us.
you think,
They probably
they're
see
just
us like
hiding
a-
from us?
They probably
What if
they
they're
probably see
alien?
us like a piece
Huh?
of
What if
dirt or
they're
some
alien,
shit,
man?
bro.
Deadass. Like if you hold up a fucking like a grain of fucking salt to the sun, but that's probably what we are to them. A fucking grain of salt to the sun
Not even
compared to
that.
the sun.
Because if you think about it, like
Probably
they're,
bigger.
they're so
You ever
advanced.
seen
Like
those
if you
videos
think, you know how
where
they
it's like it shows you the sizes and then it goes like the
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, like,
sun, and thing, and
Compared to
then-
everything else that could be out there, like we're trash, bro.
like nothing, bro. Like a little piece of fucking like dust.
Because when you think about it, like
You ever seen Horton Hears a Who?
Horton Hears a Who.
Horton, right? I think that's his fucking name. That one Dr. Seuss movie.
It's a book.
It's like
it is
they're
a
like
book,
in the
but
little
like the
flower,
movie.
right? They're like in the little
Yeah, it's
flower.
like a little piece of like it looks like
a speck,
yeah, and it's like that.
but way bigger though. Cause we've only how long? Like humans have only been around for like thousands of years. They've like a certain thousands of years, and
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? It's we've been alive for like what 2021 years. Whatever.
Bro, there was people before
Before
that.
that,
No
come
shit,
on, bro.
nigga. But I'm saying just like, cause you know, like 2021.
No, right.
Yeah, of course, bro. Like fucking 1400 BC or whatever.
Everybody
I'm not
knows
dumb.
Everybody knows the U.S. started in 17
Dude!
something, bro.
Dude, no way. What?
Is it
Let
the
it
right
go,
way?
bro. Hold on. But what I'm saying is like
Huh?
other civilizations that are out in space.
I know.
They've been around for fucking millions of years, bro. You don't think they
But-
have like some shit that like humans haven't even figured out light speed. They got that shit unlocked, bro. They hop in their whip. That's fucking cruise control for them.
That's like the Star Wars.
That's what I'm saying.
How do you know?
But-
What if they're just dumber than us?
Nah, I don't. I
I
feel.
doubt it.
I
You think so?
Imagine.
They're like a fucking.
What if
different
not?
people
We
each
find
other's
them.
shit.
We find them, and they're like, then they're cavemen in the fire.
What if they land on Earth? They come on a spaceship and it's like 3 fucking angels, bruh. It's fucking 3 angels hop off the whip. What's the moves, bruh? What's the moves? Should I go to Rolling Loud with you guys?
3 Drewskis.
3 Drewskis. Beetlejuice.
Gary.
He's a carrot.
Gary. But nah, bro. I feel like what if they're just waiting for the perfect time
What's the perfect time though?
when we get advanced enough
To go to war with
That was
us?
that.
to like
That was
try
that.
to not to go to war, but to like like
I know what you mean. Like
for them
they
to
feel
like
like
actual
we're
fight,
worthy
like
enough.
worthy enough to know about them.
So we're not worthy enough to fuck with
I
them
don't,
yet?
I don't think we're ever gonna be there to be
Oh
honest, bro.
yeah, dead ass. Cause
It's gonna take a lot.
Not in our lifetime, at least. Fuck no.
I mean, we'll probably find out about it in our lifetime because the government knows
In our
a
deathbed?
shit like hella. They know
Yeah.
hella about it. But for like an actual race of aliens to come and want to like make an introduction,
Go, 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 go.
for them to want to like purposely introduce themselves, nah, definitely not.
my name's Jeff.
They come out like Ninja Turtles. Like, what's up, bruh?
Nah, I don't know, bro. Like honestly, that's what I think. I feel like they're just waiting for like the right moment, or like to the point where like we're about to fuck up the planet, and they just fuck it up for us, you know.
Do you think it's possible that they already are over here and they're waiting for like our government to decide, or like the world government to decide like now's the right time? Do you
But
think
that's
possible?
the thing. That's another thing too. Like if the government does know,
So you think we're in
They're-
communication with them?
no,
or-
not that. That
Then what?
No, I'm
They-
saying, do you
no.
think that's possible? That the government is in communication in them, and they're just like, oh, we want to wait for the right time.
I
to
feel like
introduce them.
I feel yeah, like that's another thing too. Like if they do know, I feel like they're just gonna wait. But the thing is, when is it gonna be the perfect timing? Because there's a lot of religions that think that God was the one that made us, or like their own like God or whatever. And it's like if they release information that aliens do exist, then what is that gonna do to all like the religions and shit?
Well, that doesn't discredit religion.
But like it's like
That's another thing, too.
it's just another like what the fuck, like I
Because-
dedicated my whole life to this, thinking like like
Because
whatever.
So it's gonna have you
And it's
thinking
like-
hella different shit.
yeah.
Like,
And people are gonna go crazy. They're not gonna be able to fucking
Absorb it all?
Huh?
Absorb it all? Or what you
Not
trying to say?
observe it, but like
People are retarded. bro.
react like to
they're
it.
not-
They're not gonna know like
They're not gonna know how to act. There's gonna be fucking riots
Like
and
this?
shit. And like,
Oh
they're
shit,
gonna,
aliens are
They're
here.
gonna announce the aliens.
Get
There's gonna be
shot.
fucking riots, bro, or some shit like some dumbass shit like that. Like if the government came out and they held a press conference and shit like that, there would be hella shit on Instagram immediately. There would be people rioting that
Y'all not
that
rocking
they
with the
didn't tell
aliens?
sooner, or there would be
Huh?
people terrified.
Y'all not rocking with aliens?
not working with aliens.
Or like people would fucking go to Costco and buy all the fucking toilet paper or some shit, bro. Like what happened with the COVID thing.
But the whole gas,
Gas?
thing now, bruh.
I saw a video yesterday and it was like a guy and he was like he had a bunch of like the
Yeah,
food
that's
containers.
what I was
He had a bunch
telling
of
you.
Food containers.
That's what I was telling you
And
yesterday.
The caption was like, "Oh, he's stocking up," and I was all confused, like, "What the fuck is he stocking up for?" Because I hadn't heard about it yet. I didn't know about it.
So I told you gas is like $1.5 now.
It's $5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Right here, it's like $4.75.
And you were right.
It's
There
always
is a
been
gas
hella right
shortage.
there.
I know, but I'm saying
Yeah,
I passed by one in the Miller today. It was $3.89.
that's the one in Millie. That one's like some whack shit. I don't go there.
It was the same one that's right next to Oakers.
Gas is
The-
gas,
The
bruh.
green one. It's like a V. It's like a yellow V and then green.
Valero.
Valero, yeah. It was a Valero. It was like $3.89.
I check right here at Shell, bruh.
That's what I'm saying. It's just
I
almost
went today
$5.
earlier. It was like $4.20. It's like $4.25
For the cheapest one. If you get 91, that's almost $5.
Oh, I got 91.
And the Honda, bro. What are you talking about?
That's another thing too.
VTEC.
What do you think about the whole pyramids and
Take
shit?
me.
What are you talking about?
What are my
Like
pyramids?
have you ever seen videos and shit? Like you think the fuck what are they called?
Aliens help them build them?
Yeah, that too. And like, do you think
All the
like
pyramids.
how were they so advanced to know how to make all that shit by their own?
I forgot
do you mean?
what it was called.
Like
but
they said
Two
they
plus
had
two is
no
4, quick math.
they had no technology and everything. They know like to
I know what
the
you're talking
perfect
about,
angles and
'cause-
everything to have everything
Mhm.
perfect. Like
They
all the
have-
shit they built.
You just flying it out.
Yeah, but I'm
Flying
saying
the floor,
like
break.
they've
break,
never
break,
made
break.
shit like that before and everything. I don't. There was a video I was watching the other day. It's like what the fuck, and it's like there's Egypt, there's the ones in Mexico, and and it's like all over the fucking like place and shit. It's like
And they all kind of had the same thing where like they had like a circle thing fucking on the hieroglyphics on the wall.
Mhm.
It was like something visiting them, and then after that it was like everything advancing or some shit like that.
and there's hella shit written inside them too that people don't know how to speak anymore, so that they really can't like translate like what the fuck's in it.
What do you mean?
Like the language that they had like
Yeah.
inside the pyramids and everything,
Oh,
no one
yeah.
really knows how to speak it, so they don't know what the fuck like is in it.
I don't know about that, but I seen that there was like a civilization that got discovered kind of recently, like the all the ruins and shit, and they were more advanced than any of the other ones that had been discovered from
I
that
think I've
time.
seen a video like that.
It was like, and then they had like hieroglyphics, and it was like the same shit. They had like just like regular shit that you would see from hieroglyphics, and then it was something coming down to visit them, and then everything else went up from there, like all the technology and shit like that.
I don't know, but that just makes you think like, if they were here then, why the fuck did this appear now? Like, you think they helped us like with all the shit that we
People-
have now?
What if they
People
never
can't fucking
left?
handle it,
That's what I'm saying. Like, what, like,
You know how they say the whole thing in, what is it, in Antarctica or whatever?
yeah. Why is it
The
illegal
hole?
to fly? Why is it illegal to
Huh?
fly over there
bro.
now?
What are you talking about? Antarctica.
Yeah, that there's like a alien civilization living inside
Yeah, like there's like supposedly a
a
hole.
hole.
And
Yeah.
What were you
it's, like,
talking about?
hollow.
Was it
Hollow.
you that fucking said something about like a soldier or something that said an experience about there?
I did.
Oh, you said that?
Yeah,
Soldier.
I was talking.
Yeah.
I think we were at work, not on our
Yeah.
break.
Or talk about it so
Yeah.
so they know what the fuck happened.
There was like, so it was like some soldier, because there was reports of like flying fucking objects or some shit over there. So like
Where?
in Antarctica, and like I'm guessing like the government sent like a team out there, and they were like in communication, and at one point they couldn't communicate with them for like a week. And then they sent another team out there, and then I'm guessing they found them, but they were all like hella like twacked out, bruh. Like you couldn't even talk to them straight. Like they were all like hella scared. Like they left all the camping gear that they had, they just left it there. They ran straight to the helicopter when they got there. And there was like videos of like that guy saying that like, oh, like he never wanted to go back there, that like he saw shit that he wished that he'd never seen. But it's like, I'm telling you, there's like theories out there that are saying that like there's aliens living in Antarctica.
Do you guys ever take Spanish in middle school
Not much.
Yeah, I did.
with that one old guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he always fucking.
He'd always talk about
He
that.
thought he was woke and shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
what?
That the Earth was hollow.
The Earth was hollow?
Yeah, he'd be like, if you fly a plane over the top of like on the North Pole, there'd be like a hole, and then like inside there's like dinosaurs.
That's like the
hella like aliens and like
I think I've heard that
angels and
shit.
shit.
There's a whole nother layer. There's like a whole ass layer covering like what's that one fucking movie? It was like Journey to the Bottom of the Earth. Remember that shit? When like they went like under in a fucking volcano, and under like the Earth's crust was a whole ass other world where like the dinosaurs were still alive, this and that. and all
Oh
that
fuck! I know what you're
shit.
talking about. I forgot.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't-
like
I
an
don't
old
know
ass
the name.
movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But it's like that. Like I feel like shit like that. Like
But that's like the same thing with the Godzilla versus Kong.
what are you talking about?
You haven't seen it?
I haven't
No.
seen it.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, yeah. I
You know
thought-
how
talking about
they
that?
take
Oh,
Kong.
the-
Kong takes him to like
the sky and shit, right? Talking about that?
what?
The sky?
The sky.
Like the
No, they go through like it's like a
No.
portal kind of ish.
But
thing,
it's like
and
in
then they go down.
Antarctica. Did you see it? How it's like it looked like it was Antarctica, like in a snowy ass like icy place, and it's like a hole on the floor, bro, like a big ass hole, and then King Kong fucking he goes down it, and he takes him through the fucking portal, and the next thing you know, it's like they're in the sky, and they're like falling down, and it's like a whole nother fucking like world. But it's like inside of Earth.
What color is the sky when they're falling through? No. What color is the sky when they're falling through?
It's like I don't know. I think it was like
Red?
pinkish.
There's like a big ass
Color
theory.
is the
Hold on,
sky.
listen.
Yeah.
There's a big ass theory. I know it sounds like it didn't make sense. There's a big ass theory that I've seen it on Reddit. There's a big ass like theory that they're saying that supposedly somewhere underneath like the bottom of the ocean, that there's like some kind of portal or some shit.
Atlantis.
No, not Atlantis, bro. It's like a portal that goes into like another dimension. Have you ever heard about Cthulhu or some shit like that? There's people like the same way there's Satan worshippers. There's people that worship like fucking Here, look. Let me just pull it up so I can show it to you guys. But there's people that worship this like it's like a demonic god, and supposedly they say that there's a portal at the bottom of the ocean that leads to like another dimension. And like there's been a lot of shit that I've seen that kind of like South Park had a whole like 4 episodes where they were making fun of it. But you remember that one movie? It was fuck. It was the one where they had like big ass robots and they were fighting like the demons that come out of the portals.
Oh, Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim. That's exactly what that's that whole concept is comes out of that theory. Yeah, that whole concept comes out of that theory. They like think about like how people have said like the Kraken, like that one, like that's where that shit comes from. Let me see if I can pull up a picture. This is what it's supposed to be.
That's the demon?
Supposedly, yeah. And like people worship
sick-ass demon.
people worship shit like this. Like there's actually like there's churches and shit like that.
Fuck, that'd be nice if I could
that
see.
worship it. Look it up on your fucking computer.
Just turn your fucking computer. God
It doesn't have
damn.
a
Bruh.
wireless monitor that can turn, bro.
Just pick it up, bro. Oh, yeah.
But it's like, wasn't when NASA first launched, weren't they like trying to discover what's in the ocean?
That's
Yeah.
why, because that people are so invested into it that the thought of it is like even if all the resources that we put into the military, that we put in everything else, even if we wanted to explore the ocean, it would take like decades before we actually ever like got to see everything.
How did we know we discovered 5% then?
Huh?
How did we know we discovered 5% then?
Because that's like an estimate, bro. Like, what the fuck? They're not like.
I
they're not
feel like they
measuring the
found
ocean.
some shit. They found some shit
They know some shit.
Someone.
or something.
Someone.
The king of Atlantis.
They want to get us out of the
Zeus.
planet.
Not Zeus, what's his name? Poseidon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Poseidon.
That'd be crazy.
We looked up now, bro.
I'm trying to.
I'm trying to go to Atlantis. No cap.
No kids.
It's above the ocean now.
Some mermaids?
They turn you into one?
Nah.
Fuck.
I mean, nah.
You gonna,
They're cold. They're cold.
What's up, man?
I mean, swimming.
you couldn't have said Cole earlier.
I couldn't. I what's it called?
Take a
Hold on,
breather, bro. Take a breather.
hold on.
Take a breather, bro.
I compared it to religion. It's not like it's kind of like it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like Satanist,
Yeah,
but well that shit's a cult too. To
it's
be
a
honest.
cult. Yeah,
That shit's a cult too. But they have cults all over the world that dedicate themselves to like shit like this. And there's cults for everything. Like there's cults for like fucking flat earthers.
yeah.
It's true.
I'm sure there's cults for like the thing where you said the hole in Alaska.
Yes, there
There's cults for
is.
everything.
Yeah.
But the way this shit is different is there's so many people that believe in this shit. And like there was like I forgot what it was, but there was like an instance where there was like a cult of like 50 people, and they thought if they killed themselves that a spaceship would come and like take all their souls and fly them to the same dimension, when in reality like they just killed themselves. Like you remember when we saw that
I mean,
one
how would someone know?
How would you
There
know?
was no spaceship, bro.
I mean, how would you know?
It never came.
You sure?
I was just late to the party, bro. I didn't get to do it. I didn't get to join everyone.
Did you ever see that one? Oh, this is hella off topic. That one TikTok where they're playing Rebirth. They're playing Contemplate Rebirth, and he like knifes him, and then he kills him, and he finally kills him completely. He's like, "My boy's right behind you," and he turns around. He's like, "No one ever came."
What do you mean no one ever came?
Yeah, because he's like, "Oh, my boy's right behind you."
Oh,
He
it's
turns
And then
around.
and he turned around. And he's like, then it goes like the screen goes black, like kind of gray. He's like, no one ever came with the little clown emoji. I was like, bruh, that shit hella had me weak.
Your shoes untied?
But I mean, I don't know, bruh. They probably did come, bruh.
You think so?
They got suit.
Is it a Ferrari spaceship?
I mean, I don't know.
La Ferrari.
Wait.
Did it have the wraith on top? Imagine.
Pull up in the Ghost.
Literally.
You're fucking.
How much do you think their gas is?
Where?
The aliens.
The spaceship. It's
You know-
electric, bro. Duh.
It's
Solar
electric.
powered, bro.
Oh. Why is space dark then?
But I mean, talking about the same shit, conspiracy theories. How many people do you think, if you were to give a percentage, how many people do you think
2%.
believe in like the supernatural shit, like demons and shit like that, or like ghosts?
At least.
Everyone but white people.
What?
No, I'm joking.
It happens to a lot of white people, bro.
White people aren't scared of ghosts, bro. They're scared of.
Demonic.
It's got a seasoning.
Oh shit.
Terrified.
And cooking it, brother. Beating that shit
If you,
raw.
ask, hold on. If you ask 10 Mexican people if they believe in ghosts, 10 of them are gonna say yes.
Yeah, that's
If you
most
ask
deaf.
10 white people if they believe in ghosts,
At least 4 of them are gonna say yes.
no.
I want to say
no,
at least
no,
4.
no. 4 of them are gonna say yes, and the rest are gonna tell you if you belong in the neighborhood, bro, or if you're from there, and then they'll call the cops.
That's all.
Probably.
That's, no, they would just say
Unless,
no.
unless you're white and you're asking them.
The Key and Peele when he rolls up the window and it's just like white kid, he's like, oh. But how do you guys?
What's the one with the little kid?
It's a simple request. It was oh fuck, I think his name was like Forrest or some shit like that. Baby Forrest. Baby Forrest Whitaker.
His face, he's like, it's a simple request.
Simple request. What is he asking for?
His milk or some shit.
Something like that. That shit was hella funny.
Oh,
man.
his mom's milk, I think.
Oh, mama's milk.
Yeah, mama's milk. He's like, your mama's not here. It's like, it's a simple request.
Hard,
My
bro.
bad,
For my glasses. I use this one for my glasses.
Yo,
That's just. No wonder why
why
shit's all
do I
scratched
still
up, bro.
hashtag? You baby?
How do you guys get so dirty, bro?
Remember the picture? From fucking
Not the
Boondocks?
picture. It was the.
There.
It was him, but it was exactly like the picture from Boondocks. You don't remember that shit? That's.
Oh yeah. You remember though when I smacked your glasses on accident?
He tried to dap you up.
What made it what made it even more funnier, bro, is that he stood there for a cool 5 seconds like that, bro. His glasses all fucked up. That shit was hella funny.
But have you ever had anything paranormal happen to you? Like anything with having to do with ghosts or shit like that?
I had a ghost stick on my asshole once.
Other than the
I
time
was
that
just dressed, bro. It was dark.
you'll see me
We
in
were
the
both
dark,
in the
bro.
freezer at work.
Yeah.
Turn the lights off. Who did that?
My boy's behind you.
Hey, oh my slap ass, man.
What my
Oh my slap that Garcia over the road. Get me back on my feet.
No.
Continue with your story, bro. I'm sorry. to
Nah,
interrupt
fuck
bro.
you. You
Truly.
just say something. You don't want to butter dog.
I got kidnapped by a witch when I was a little kid. When I was a baby.
He was blonde.
They
She
were,
brought
they,
me back.
they replaced
Hey, it was a
baby.
blonde baby.
I was a blonde baby. That shit's natural though. A lot of people are blonde when they're babies. And then when like the more they're in the sun, the
I was
shit
born as a
changes.
redhead. That shit was weird.
Is that why you're a liar?
Yeah?
And he's kinky.
I didn't know that.
Oh shit.
Let me find out.
Let me find out, fool. Let me find out you like me, fool.
You think you're addicted to Nick?
Definitely.
I can quit whenever I want.
I tried, bro.
You tried what? You just gotta get the nicotine pouches, bro.
I
I don't just put it around your ball sack. It helps more. This is a fun side. Fuck that.
Fucking
You're
this.
part of the fun side too, bro.
Alright, bro. We're like a fun triangle.
Alright, I'm stop recording.
Don't stop it. That always,
Yeah, that's
only
why fucking real fucking funny
That's
now, huh,
only-
bitch? Real fucking funny now, huh?
It's only gonna come.
He got hella serious.
Stop it, bro.
You gotta beg, bro.
Get on your knees in there, come on.
One of those little fucking the dog things, the muzzles. The ball gag.
That's enough, bro. That's enough.
Ever seen Pulp Fiction?
Nah,
The
I've
Quentin
seen it.
Tarantino movie?
I've never
The scene
seen
where
it.
they're in the thrift shop?
I don't think
Or the pawn
I'll
shop?
ever see it.
It was a while ago.
Then you haven't seen it if you don't remember this.
I've seen
Hey, you
it.
got something on the shirt, bro. Take the sticker off.
Is it drip?
Take the sticker off. Take the sticker off.
What's sticky?
Here, bro, look, one more for you.
One
Fuck
for
is
you. XL.
This is LX. Palmer Arnold.
Farmer Arnold.
The fuck you put it at?
Can't find it.
Hold on, bro.
Well,
Just
clear
leave it.
one.
Just leave it. Just leave it.
It's clear.
Oh, I see it.
Come on.
It's white, bro.
Get him back, bro. Get him back.
That's fine, bro.
Put on his glasses.
Mecos.
Meckle boy.
Miko man.
That's probably why we're so fucked up in the head. We used to watch fucking Vita La Version in middle school.
All that shit. Bro.
Here, bust it out, say Mike.
And Cholo Adventures. All that shit.
Cholo.
Nah,
Cholo
it
Adventures
doesn't-
doesn't hold up to this day, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't hold up anymore.
It's still cool.
It's still cool, but it doesn't hold up anymore, bro. I can still watch Vita La Version.
Una mecola. Y a tu hermana.
Es el día más feliz de mi vida.
It's funny when he explodes or some shit. It's like mecos everywhere.
Tell me more about your childhood.
That one South Park shit you sent me,
Which one?
where he's like, where they think he gets not bullied, but when they talk shit to him, the little what the fuck is his name? The fat one.
Oh, and then he fucking
He's
like
like
ruins
the
his whole
therapist,
life.
yeah. He's like,
I
am
sent you
not-
another one the other day.
He's like, I am not fat. I am big boned.
That shit was hella funny.
He was just texting.
You know the two creators of that show. They got invited. They got nominated. One of them got nominated for a song that they had in the show at the Oscars, and before the Oscars were rejected, like all their shit like before, but somehow the song made it through. So to fuck with the Oscars, they both showed up in dresses because at the Oscars it's only like it's only suit and tie
Yeah.
or dress
Yeah.
for females, and they both showed up in dresses and pretended like it was normal. Like anytime the people interviewing them would ask about the dresses, they would just deflect the question and pretend that they never asked it. Like if they asked, like they were like, oh, or like what about the way your guys are dressed today? And he was like, oh yeah, I'm just glad to be nominated with all these amazing people and shit. And they were talking about it in a YouTube video, and they said that they did mushrooms before too. They did a shit ton of mushrooms and they went, bro. That shit's ghost status. Like that shit was hella funny when I was watching it. They had like the little purses and everything too. That shit was hella funny.
They were out there shrooms. That shit hella had me weak, bruh. Within like, what was it? Within like 30 seconds of him talking shit to him, he ruined his whole life.
Little fatty, little pig. And he was like, oh, no, it doesn't.
No, he's like,
doesn't
oh, I
do
think
anything.
he's perfectly normal. If anything, he's more controlled. He's like, sir, your wife's on the phone. The
You know-
gunshot, she kills herself on the phone. You didn't hear that part?
What are you talking about?
He's like, honey, put the gun down. Put
no,
the
I
gun
didn't hear
down.
that part.
You didn't hear it?
No.
Bruh, he's like, honey, put the gun down. Honey, put the gun down. Oh, here's a gunshot.
You know what's crazy? This one time, I remember hella days ago from when, like I think it was like a couple months after I moved in. The people, like when I moved in, there was in where I still live now, it's like 4 apartments, so it's 2 in the bottom, 2 on the top. And when I moved in, they had already like I guess they had evicted all of the people that were living there, and I remember we were here for like a month or two, and they had found like a bunch of shit that people had left that like lived there before we did, and they found like a box of I don't remember what it was, but I just remember like I don't remember what the box was, but I just remember thinking like, what the fuck is this shit? And I remember my mom telling me like never, and I guess it was like a satanic Bible. That it was like a box. There was a satanic Bible. There was like they have like scrolls like in like Asian countries, they have like scrolls and they have shit written in them.
Yeah, Kung Fu Panda.
Like Kung Fu Panda, the Golden Scroll. But like I remember they had one of those, and when you would open it up, I got to see everything that they had. You would open it up, and it was like it was like a shadow of someone, but it was like it had like wings, and you could tell like that shit was just fucked up. And they had like there was like a bunch of cassettes in there, bro, and it was like a bunch of weird ass fucking music. And like to this day, like sometimes I'll be like chilling, and if I see something like something that'll just remind me of it, I can hear the song. We had to take a short break just because we got into it pretty bad. We started all as fucking. It was almost World War III in here, but now we're back.
We're all good.
We're all
We're all friends here.
Turn to the camera.
Nobody got fucking sprayed. Alright, but
The leg's missing.
We want to talk about
What do you want to talk about, bro?
what I want to talk. What do you want to talk about, bro?
What do you want to talk about, bro? Come on.
What do you
It's
want
just
to
us
talk about?
here.
It's not.
the world is watching. Fuck.
Nah, but you know I get shy, bro.
Come on, bro. Just speak up.
Just say it, fool.
Just hold my hand for.
You think the one you just brought up before we started recording.
You guys think like what do you call it? You guys think money or fame is more important? Like, or do you think fame is more important than money, or money is more important than fame? Like, which one would you rather have, kind of?
There you go. That was
Oh, is that the one?
It's like a 50-50.
Get him.
Money, you can get away with a lot of things. With fame, you can get away with a lot of things too. But money, you have enough to spread with, like, say, if he needs, like, if people were really, like, down to earth with their boys about their money and shit, if he needs help with something, like, you can help him because you got hella money. But with fame, what are you going to do?
Give him a shout out.
Give
him a shout out, yeah.
Tag him.
Yeah,
But
but nowadays people really just care about clout. Like, if you're
Yeah.
popping like that,
Yep,
and you're,
yep.
like, broke, that's all they fucking care about.
If you look at it the other way though, if you're famous, you can. If you're smart with it, you can build money off that.
Oh, yeah, but
Like,
I'm saying,
you
no,
get
but I'm
money
saying,
off
like,
that.
fame, just fame in general, no money.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that have like 10 million followers and they're fucking broke.
That's what I'm saying, just fame,
Yeah,
no
but if
money.
you have money, you
No
can
money.
easily turn that into more money.
You know what I hate? I hate when like celebrities are like money doesn't buy happiness. Like the fuck it doesn't, bro. Like
I mean, yeah, I'd be in a better position, but maybe
Wait,
I
but-
wouldn't be the happiest.
no, I would be happier because I wouldn't have to be
happier.
stressing.
But like,
Shit.
when, hey, you gotta think about like when
No kizzy,
when-
bro.
Yeah.
like you think like
the fun side of
when
it.
you're famous and everybody's fucking watching you, I wouldn't want
It's
people.
like that's
Justin.
that's what I was gonna say too. Like you can't go anywhere. You can't
No, the
go
video, Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah.
like you can't go anywhere
Right,
without like
right.
being recognized if you're famous. Unless
Oh,
you're
I wish
unless
you fucking recognize me. While I'm driving the patrol car, you want a picture?
like I would rather have money than fame, honestly.
Yeah, cause like you think
And then
about
when,
it.
once you're famous, you got a lot of people hating on you, and like a lot of people that would like want to like screw you over or try to find any little thing to like bring you down.
Exactly.
And so when you're famous,
And
and
there's
when
some
you're
shit-
when you're just
Yeah, keep
rich,
going.
when you have hella money, like you're literally just doing you.
There's some shit I saw today that T. Grizzy said. He was saying that people, like rappers with the fame, they're like the top target, but they get hit like unexpectedly. He said some shit like that, but I was like, damn, that's true.
What do you mean?
Like people really be hating on the people who are up, but like be really trying to help others. He's like, y'all need to get health
What do you-
insurance and
wait,
all
what
this
do you
shit.
mean getting hit unexpectedly?
Yeah, like they'll get
Okay.
killed because
Wow.
people are just jealousy.
Oh,
and
like-
Oh yeah,
like-
because they want to be like, oh, I'm the one who killed him, right? They wanna,
that
they
too,
want the
but I'm
fame
saying like
notoriety.
just people with fame, like people are just so jealous about that shit now. So I'm saying people would just do anything for fame and
I
clout.
feel like you gotta go more in depth into the question, like how famous are you and how rich would you be, and the opposite. Like if you were gonna be
Well,
like
money
famous,
wasn't a problem basically. and
Let's
fame
say-
was,
let's
you're
say,
famous,
that's a rock. You're as famous as a rock,
Drake.
or you're as rich as fucking Bill Gates. Well,
Yeah,
not anymore
ex-
because he just got divorced, but Elon,
Well, yeah, let's say like let's compare that.
Elon and the Rock.
Easy. I'd rather have all the money. Like
Yeah.
I'd rather be Elon. Elon's a pimp.
Not actually him, bro. Like his money.
I'd rather be Elon.
you're not gonna be Elon. You're just gonna have
No, no,
Elon
I know
money,
what you're saying.
bro. If I had Elon money, like
He's fucking
Olvídate.
bro. He's making people paranoid. Fucking flying those little the satellites just for fun, bro. Like how you said he has a little fucking computer. He's just fucking with people. It would be a tough choice for other people, but like I would 100% choose the money.
That's easy for me, money.
Like you just fucking live like you could buy
Yeah,
like 100 acres of
that's
land.
gonna fix a lot of my problems that I have right now.
Literally all my problems.
Yeah.
Like if I don't have to worry about anything, I'd literally be fucking stress free. And I'd have all my hair by the time I was 50.
I feel like if I was stupid rich, I'd get bored.
What do you mean?
I'd have everything.
I wouldn't get bored. Like we're fucking, like we're
Like I'd miss this, you know. Oh
We
no,
can still-
never mind.
we
I
can
don't
still-
like you, Nick.
You're bringing a tear to my eye.
Send you
I-
picture.
Nah, just
I'd-
kidding.
You're saying you'd
I'd
miss
still
me?
be the same person. I feel like I would.
I
I
just,
feel
I
money-
just have
Just a
a,
Versace.
Money
just-
changes
yeah,
people.
I'd have a BB Summon belt, bro, and fucking play the gold glasses. Nothing else changes.
I don't know. I'm gonna get LASIK first.
Nah, an accessory.
If the first thing I would do
My
if I
friends?
had that much money, bro, I'd buy my mom a house.
I'd buy a fucking French bulldog. I'd buy one. They're hella expensive, bro.
The
Like
first thing
10,000.
I'd buy. I don't know. A whip.
I would
I
buy my
whip
par-
because I don't have one right
I
now.
would buy my
But
mom a house, or like my mom's always wanted like a nice ass truck. I would get her a truck. That's like one of the first things that I would think of.
yeah, I
And
bought my
after
mom
that-
a nice ass Honda CRV.
Your mom would kill you. In your sleep.
No, that's what she
That's
wants, bro. That's what she
what
wants.
You telling me if you buy her a G wagon, she wouldn't prefer that over the fucking Honda CRV?
No, she doesn't like big ass trucks like that.
The G wagon's not that big.
She doesn't like them like that. Like
Yeah.
she likes what
I
she
drop
likes.
it.
What?
Drop it.
No.
Put this shit on bags, fool. Go static, fool. Fuck it.
Put on little go kart wheels.
You know what I'm saying? My mom wants what she wants, so I just get her that.
Nah, yeah, I'd buy my mom a house first. All cash, too.
I'd buy where I work right now too. Oh no, I'd buy a fucking Securitas.
I'd buy fucking yeah.
At Chipotle.
Just shut it down.
If I had Elon money,
Sell it?
yeah, I'd buy Panda.
Everybody who ever fucking
Just so I
wronged
could
me,
fire
everybody
that-
who ever wronged me.
Just so I could fire that bitch that fucking cut my hours.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna cut her hours. I'm gonna cut her. Nah, never mind.
Cut her loose.
cut her life short.
Cut the brakes on the Prius that they drive.
Sicario. I watched the second movie yesterday. Sicario. Or Sicario.
I haven't seen
Second one.
There's a second one.
I
I don't
haven't
know
I haven't
either.
even seen the
second
first one.
There's a second one, bro. You haven't seen the first one? Bruh.
When did the second one drop?
I don't know. I think it was like 2018. But I remember because I was like looking on YouTube and like movie clips will pop up on my YouTube, and it was like Sicario, something about a soldier in the title, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked at it and I was like, bro, this is a whole ass other movie. Cause I remember I liked the first one.
Oh, it was the third one that I was fucking talking about. I saw the
Third
first
one.
one and the second one. Yeah.
Was the third one?
No, it was still like I watched it last year with Mallory.
There's a third one?
No, it's not made yet. But I'm saying like we're like, oh shit, is there gonna be a third one coming out? But it said like 2020 or something. But obviously it's not out yet.
But that shit's crazy because like
Oh, April 2021.
they're really
We're in
fucking.
May.
So I'm saying,
The third one?
yeah, it said last year on
That came
Netflix.
out? On Netflix?
So it says release date Sicario 3, April of 2021, and in June.
June 2021?
Yeah.
Why does it say April then? What the fuck?
But the reason I bring that shit up is because they really they made that movie and they profited off glorifying they didn't even show a lot of the shit that goes on in Mexico. Like they showed the most graphic scene that they had was when they were driving into Tijuana, and on the bridge there's like 5 bodies hanging that are like mutilated. That's like the worst shit that they showed. And like, bro, I've seen fucking worse videos of shit happening over there on fucking online.
I've seen. I used to follow this Instagram page. And like
Had clips.
freshman year, and there was some crazy shit.
Bro.
It was some.
Like
Um,
whatever you can imagine, like the worst shit that you could do to a human being, like you couldn't even stomach the shit that like they do be doing. Imagine the shit that they don't fucking show, like the shit that they don't record. Like
yeah,
that
because when they record it, it's to like when
It's to
they
send a message.
Yeah, send a message. But when like the shit they do to the people they actually
Uh-huh.
like have beef with.
That shit is crazy. Do you remember a couple years ago when the U.S. government they designated Mexican cartels as terrorists?
No, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Because when they did that shit, no.
I remember when they got whose son was it? The Mexican government.
Oh, yeah.
They got someone in
And they
jail.
let him go.
Yeah, and they let him
Chapo.
go.
Chapo's son.
Chapo's son,
Yeah.
and
Within like hours.
yeah, cause
everything
shit
was
was
going
getting
hella
crazy
crazy,
over
huh?
there, bruh.
But listen, if
That's how you know they really run shit though over there.
that shit
They
got
don't-
reversed though. When
they
they
don't play.
designated them as terrorists, Mexico made a deal with the U.S. to take them off the list because if they were to designate cartels as terrorists, that means the U.S. would have authority to just fucking like do airstrikes and shit, and the Mexican government didn't want that because when you take out like if they were to kill like one cartel, another one would just get bigger, because that's how it is. It's all like fucking like
It's competition.
It's all competition over there. It's all big ass like factions, and the fact that the Mexican government made a deal with the U.S. to take the cartels off as terrorists really shows you like they're
They
corrupt as
really,
a- they're
they
not
really
even-
run shit over
They're
there.
not even just running shit. Like the fucking Mexican government's terrified of them. Like even if they wanted to stop all this shit, they couldn't. Like they just dead ass couldn't.
Was it in the
I
same
mean,
movie?
Mexico's still cool though.
Mexico's cool certain parts, but like the last time my parents went to Mexico, my mom told me that like they were
Oh, you
going
told
home
me.
at night from the ranch, and they got stopped and they got fucking guns pointed at their faces. And my dad had like he had like 150,000 pesos in his wallet because he's just fucking carries money like a dumbass like that. That what is that like 1,500?
But I mean, that's like everyone when they go over there. Like you're not gonna, you know what I mean?
Huh?
Like when you go over there, you just cash all the money into pesos.
Well, that's true, yeah. But like they stop people, they fucking point guns at your head, and if they don't like the answers that they give you, like you're either getting kidnapped or you're getting robbed. And they don't like over there. Most places they don't give a fuck if you're a U.S. citizen. Like they really don't fucking care. That's why like most parts of Mexico. Don't get me wrong, they're like good. You can have a good time visiting
Like
them.
the beach areas.
But if you go to the wrong
Or
place, like
Tijuana.
fuck, bro. Like you guys were gonna go to Rosarito. One of you guys probably would have got kidnapped. Angel.
We had to pass through Tijuana to get there. I was like, fuck.
Tijuana's crazy, bro. Well, it's not even that. It's just like Tijuana is like when I was going to Mexico, we were getting on shuttles to go to the airport, and the shuttle next to ours, like they were parked up right next to ours, like people pulled up, like a bunch of guys in like ski masks pulled up. They went inside like the shuttle. They went inside the shuttle and they robbed everyone in there. Like everybody
They just be doing
had to
shit
put
like
their
that
fucking
just for
wallets
what?
in. Had to put their wallets in. They came into ours, but I guess the guy who was like driving the shuttle, like they knew who he was and they just eventually left. But like the one next to ours, bro, like they got all their shit took, and they can just do that shit. Like there's no one to tell them like not to do it.
Did I ever tell you guys when not the first time I went to Mexico, the second time I was like 17, but like I was still like I don't know how that shit works, but when we go, my brother was still like he was too young to fly on his own, so he had to get like the lady, like the I don't know what
person who takes care of him and
Yeah,
takes
the-
him flight to flight.
right? Like they you sign him in, you sign my brother in,
Oh.
and then a lady comes for him, and then me and my brother like we had seats next to each other, but like usually they would let me go with them so that I didn't get separated from my brother, so it was like whatever. But when we were coming back from Mexico, they were just like, oh nah, like I don't have to take care of him. Like the lady was just like a bitch or something, whatever. Like she was like, oh, I don't have to take care of him. And then me being a fucking like I was already past where like the what do you call
The
it?
requirement, the age requirement.
No. I was already past like
The security
where
gate.
you
The
sign
TSA.
in, where you sign in. I was at TSA, and I was on my own, like all alone. And then like I guess like I did everything, and then I was going through, and then I had like like 2 bags of like candies in my bag, like in my little carry on. And then the guy from TSA, he was like, oh, you can't have 2. He's like, you can have 1, but you can't have 2. And I was like, oh, I was like, all right, whatever, like just you keep the other one. And then after that, like I remember walking out, like I passed that, and then I walked into like it was like a hallway, and it's like the hallway where you like all the like it's like all the different gates, but it's hella big, like it was weird. And then I was like, shit, like I was like, where the fuck do I go? And then like I was like looking at my like plane ticket, and I was looking for the gate, and then finally some worker was finally like, oh, you need help? You look lost. And I was like, oh yeah, I do. I was like, take me to my plane, and he was like, oh, you go that way, and it's gonna be like the number's gonna be on top, and I was like, all right, and then I pulled up, and like it was just weird, bro. Like I felt like I was gonna get left behind. Like at one point, I was like, shit, I'm gonna miss my flight, and then like at that point, like my aunt dropped me off, and like she dropped me off and saw us go through the gate, like through the line, like she put us in the line, and then she left.
Yeah,
so,
because they can't go through.
Like like they obviously can't go through TSA or whatever. So like she had left. I saw her leave. Like I hugged her goodbye and shit. And I was like, I don't even have her number. I don't even have like fucking like who is it gonna call my dad? Like fuck, bruh. By the time I did all that, like they were gone, bruh. So I was just like shit, like. And then
They could tuck your ass.
they could have fucking robbed me. They could have did whatever they
But it
wanted.
wasn't even a worker. He takes it to like, oh yeah, go left right here, and then you're right next to
He
the
goes in a
door.
broom closet.
Bro, no, but that was like one of the like I was scared, bro. Like that I was like fuck.
You know when I went, we drove to Tijuana and they didn't let me and my sister and my mom go through like because in Tijuana they have one airport, but there's two different sides to the airport. There's a side that you enter through the U.S. side of Tijuana, and there's one that you enter like after you walk through the border and stuff like that. So they didn't let us in on the U.S. side because my mom didn't bring like the right fucking paperwork, and I remember like my dad tried to fucking bribe one of the fucking TSA workers to let us through, and the guy was like, "Señor, no puede hacer eso, this and that," and like hella shook, right? So we had to end up like, it was me and my mom, and my sister, and I was like fucking like 16, bro. We had to walk through the border hella fucking far, and my mom had like 9 suitcases, bro, because she was taking shit to Mexico, and we had to carry all that shit. And I remember we found like a shuttle. It wasn't even a shuttle. It was like just some dude standing outside of the fucking airport, and he was like, "Oh, like getting right this and that." And I think my mom paid like $50 to take us to the fucking airport, bro. And there was like 2 other ladies that were like in the same shuttle, and we made it. Like he took like a long ass way, like he went like around the fucking airport and like through the other side, bro. Like he made like a whole ass circle for no reason, and I never thought about it because I was just like, oh whatever, like we're just on it, and we got back to the airport and one of the guys was like one of the workers was talking to us because like mom like talks to everybody, and he was telling us how like my mom told him that like we had got a ride from those people, and the guy was like, oh, you should like never do that shit because most of them, if they can catch you, like one single passenger in the thing, they'll fucking kidnap you like in a heartbeat. They'll pretend they're taking a detour, and they'll just take you to like a dirt lot, and they'll just leave you there. They'll either leave you there or they'll fucking hold you for ransom. But like since it was us and then like 2 other people in the thing, like, and there was only 2 of them, like they didn't do anything. But, like, that shit was crazy. Like, the guy was, like, hella surprised, too.
Plus, you're the egg.
That's what I'm saying.
We'd want to kidnap you, bruh.
I'm kidnappable.
Bro, your parents ever tell you how, like, stories about how they crossed?
Yeah, my mom. My dad's never actually told me.
My dad's never mentioned anything.
Yeah, my dad has never told me.
My dad's never mentioned anything like that.
And he never said a word about that.
Like, he never even told me how old he was when he crossed.
I know how old he was because that's the time he remembered my mom, but he never told me how.
The only thing I know about my dad when he came over here is that like he came over here and started working like, as a chef in the kitchen, and that's it. And my mom came over because he paid for her. Like back then, before like all the shit that happened like with like the war on fucking drugs and shit like that. You could just pay to get in. You could pay like $1,000 at the border, and they would just like issue you a fucking visa right then and there. I think that's how it worked, something like that. Or like they would issue you a pass to go through, and you would have to go to like the immigration office to get an actual like green card.
What my mom told me is that they would pay a certain amount. I don't remember how much, but they would make like fake. I don't know if it was passports or IDs or whatever. They'd make like it wasn't fake, like it was a real ID. But they would put my mom's picture on it and like my aunt's and like and then they just go through because like they worked.
Remember they did that shit in Bajo la Misma Luna, that lady that like took care of him.
Mm-hmm.
They did that shit.
Yeah, they had like but she tried like hella times but like what do you call it, like shit would happen and they would get caught, or like my aunt wouldn't. Like I remember this one specific story. She told me that they were going over a fence, and one of my aunts, she was like on the bigger side, she couldn't go over the fence, and they were trying to push her over. And then like
They got caught?
yeah, they got like no, like they went over, and then I guess like they were trying to get her over, and she couldn't do it. So like they just went back. Like they were just like, oh, like, you know, like let's just go back.
They fucking left her.
Yeah, and then I don't remember like the fuck. I know it, but I don't remember how she actually got through. But it was something to do with the passports or whatever.
No,
Like
my mom got caught 9 times.
9 times.
9 times. Cause my aunt that lives in Modesto, she was already like over here.
Mm-hmm.
When they told my aunt told them to like come over here, whatever. My brother was like, I think like 3 months old.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my mom, my Blueberry's mom, and then it was my sister, my brother, Blueberry's older sister, and Blueberry's older brother. And they all had like fake passports for the kids. So for my brothers and sisters and my cousins.
Yeah.
And I think they had a fake passport for my aunt, and then one for my mom, but my mom ended up getting caught up. So my aunt ended up taking like my brother, my sister, and my cousins. So they crossed, and my mom like tried like 8 different times to fucking cross. And I don't remember how exactly she crossed, but she ended up fucking crossing. And then, yeah, but my dad's never told me how the fuck he crossed.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh? Like my dad never told me.
I remember I seen some shit the other day, and it was like, that's crazy how like none of our dads ever told us.
I
It
should
was
go
like,
ask him.
It was like we live in a simulation, and then it was like no, we don't. And then it was like, have you ever seen your neighbor bringing groceries? And I thought about it, and I was like, I never fucking have, bro.
But it's weird. Yeah, I mean, I never have either. Go through right here. Get sucked in.
It's a glory hole.
What was that one thing? Where was that glory hole? They put a lighter.
Oh, on Twitter, I showed you.
That's fucking foul,
Yeah,
bro.
It's a glory hole, brother. You can stick
Yeah, I
his
seen
dick in
it.
a fucking lighter, bro. At first, he's like moving it, and he feels like the heat. And he moves.
Oh my god,
Shit,
bro.
that had me weak, bro. I forgot about that shit. The lighter.
Is this a good time to wrap it up?
Yeah, bro. Fucking have work in the morning.
We got shit to do. Do any of you guys want to fucking say that?
Good night. Have a nice time.
Intro.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go ahead and leave a comment if you guys liked it. We're always open to suggestions, questions, what you guys think we should talk about. And yeah.
You gotta end it with the bitch, bro.
Huh?
You gotta end it with the bitch.
With a bitch?
Yeah.
Cowboys, bitch.
It's on the fan. You'll do good next time. Alright, later.
We're still working on that.
Yeah. See you in 2 months.